RHOC Tamra Judge slams co-stars for paid attacks. RHOC star Tamra Judge is slamming her co-stars for alleged paid attacks on her. More so, she is not taking it lying down and plans on using it as fuel at the upcoming season 18 reunion. So what does she believe is being utilized to go after her, and how will she seek revenge? Keep reading for more details. Tamra Judge slams co-stars for paid attacks. It has not been a great season for Tamra Judge. RHOC viewers think that she has been way too hard on Shannon Beater. Plus, they cannot believe that she is friends with Alexis Bellino. More so, they just saw her undergo a few cosmetic procedures, but felt she needed it more on the inside than out. She has been thrown under the bus by former best friend and co-star, Vicki Gunvalson, for her parenting and why she is estranged from her eldest daughter. A lot is going on, and now, Tamra is claiming her castmates hired bots to attack her on social media. According to All About the Tea, Tamra spoke out on her podcast, Two Teas in a Pod with Teddy Mellencamp. She explained that she thinks one of her co-stars paid for bots to attack her via social media. This was something that happened during season 12 of RHOBH. Garcelle Beauvais felt bots had been paid to hurt her teenage son, yet the person responsible was seemingly never found. There was speculation, but no concrete answers. As for Tamra, she seems to know who this person is and is ready to go to town on them when the reunion comes around. More so, she is now under the impression that all of the negativity being sent her way is not legitimate. Tamra has been labeled a lot of things this season, including a bully and a mean girl. If there have been paid bots, that is not fair to the viewers, fans, or Tamra Judge. However, many RHOC fans have had no problem expressing their disdain for the longtime cast member. I love how we'd all hate Tamra. The fact Tamra openly said she would fat shame someone is disgusting. Tamra is so cringe using her daughter like a prop to sell her narrative. We've all seen Tamra pull bullshit asterisked over the years, especially during the past few seasons, even more so. She thought she could turn us against Shannon, and it backfired on her and Alexis. Hope they're both cut. Big Show does not need them, so it is clear that Tamra is not someone that the fans want to watch, and for a variety of different reasons. As to what she will bring to the reunion will be exciting to see. It will also be fascinating to see who she believes has hired hate bots. Tamra Judge had never been one to hold her tongue, and when the drama on The Real Housewives of Orange County reached a fever pitch, she came out swinging. This time, though, the target wasn't just one co-star. It was the entire ecosystem of whispered alliances, staged confrontations, and, according to her, paid attacks. It all started when rumors swirled about certain cast members allegedly receiving financial incentives to fuel the drama. Tamra, no stranger to the art of a well-placed jab, wasn't having it. "You mean to tell me these women can't even backstab for free anymore?" She scoffed on Two Teas in a Pod, her wildly popular podcast with Teddy Mellencamp. It's one thing to be messy, but to be messy for a paycheck? That's next-level desperate. Her words sent shockwaves through the Bravo fandom. Social media lit up with speculation. Who was she talking about? Was it a subtle dig at Heather Dubrow, whose wealth already positioned her leagues above the need for an under-the-table payout? Was she side-eyeing Shannon Beater, whose tequila-fueled outbursts were already ratings gold? Or was Tamra, in true pot-stirring fashion, throwing gasoline on a fire just to watch it burn? The drama escalated when an anonymous source, likely one of Tamra's infamous friends of the Housewives, leaked alleged receipts of Venmo transactions and suspicious brand deals tied to inflammatory storylines. The internet sleuths went wild. Could it be that a certain housewife was banking on bonus checks for every thrown drink and every shattered friendship? Tamra wasn't naming names, but she didn't have to. "Listen," she continued on her podcast, her voice laced with exasperation. "I've been in this game a long time. We fight, we make up, we throw wine. It's part of the gig. But when you start manufacturing drama because someone's cutting you a check to do it, that's where I draw the line." The fallout was immediate. Cast members began scrambling for damage control. Emily Simpson took to Instagram Live, clarifying that she had never, in a million years, been paid to stir the pot. Gina Kirschenheiter followed suit, saying, "I might be broke, but I'm not that broke." Heather Dubrow, ever the queen of elegance, remained silent, letting the speculation roll off her designer-clad shoulders. But Shannon? Oh, Shannon was livid. "I cannot be alive," Tamra would even suggest this. Shannon ranted in a confessional filmed shortly after the allegations gained traction. "She is out of control. First, she calls me a drunk. Then she tries to say I'm getting paid to argue. What's next, Tamra? Are you going to accuse me of faking my relationship drama for sympathy?" The irony, of course, was that Tamra was no stranger to strategic alliances and calculated chaos. She had spent over a decade perfecting the art of the takedown, orchestrating confrontations that made for legendary television. But in her mind, there was a difference. "I fight because I care," she declared on Watch What Happens Live. "I don't need a paycheck to tell the truth." Andy Cohen, ever the Bravo mastermind, sat back in his chair with a knowing smirk. "So Tamra, if you had to name names, who do you think is guilty of these? Let's call them incentivized disputes." Tamra hesitated, savoring the moment. Then, with a devilish grin, she simply said, "Let's just say some people love a payday more than they love authenticity." The ambiguity was maddening. Fans dissected every scene, every argument, every suspiciously well-timed feud. Theories ran rampant on Reddit and Bravo fan pages. Was a production assistant secretly funneling money to cast members willing to go the extra mile? Was a rogue sponsor orchestrating clashes for maximum exposure? And most importantly, how long had this been happening? Meanwhile, behind the scenes, Bravo executives were undoubtedly relishing the chaos. Controversy meant viewership. Viewership meant higher ratings. Higher ratings meant longevity. And if Tamra Judge had proven anything over the years, it was that she knew exactly how to keep the cameras rolling. But not everyone was amused. Noella Berginer, a former RHOC one-season wonder, took to Twitter to throw her 2 cents into the ring. "This isn't new. The game has always been rigged. Some people just played it better than others. #Bravo exposed." While some dismissed Noella's words as the bitter musings of a housewife who had been cut too soon, others wondered if she had just confirmed what Tamra had been hinting at all along. Still, the real question remained: who was going to be the first housewife to snap? The tension simmered at an RHC cast event, where the women gathered for what was meant to be a drama-free lunch, as if such a thing ever existed in the Bravo universe. Tamra, ever the provocateur, arrived last, letting the whispers fester before making her grand entrance. "So," she said, tossing her hair as she took her seat, "anyone want to fess up? Or should I start playing detective?" Shannon, already 3 sips into her signature tequila soda, shot her a glare. "Oh, please, Tamra. You thrive on this. You love pointing fingers when you're just as guilty." Tamra leaned in, her voice low. "Guilty of what, Shannon? Being honest? Calling out the *T? Heather, ever the voice of reason, or so she liked to think, interjected. "Ladies, let's not do this. We are better than this." Tamra smirked. "Are we, though?" Silence fell over the table. The tension was thick. It was the kind of moment Bravo lived for. Cameras zoomed in, producers leaned forward, and viewers at home braced themselves for impact. Finally, Gina, ever the reluctant peacemaker, sighed. "Look, if anyone here was getting paid to fight, I'd be pissed. Because I've been fighting for free this whole time, and honestly, that's just bad business." Laughter erupted, breaking the tension just enough to keep everyone from throwing their drinks. But Tamra? She wasn't done. The wheels were still turning, the strategy still forming. After all, in the world of the Real Housewives of Orange County, the only thing better than a scandal was being the one who got to expose it. And Tamra Judge, she was always ready for her next big reveal.